I'm going to read some scripture quickly and then speak about what I think Jesus is saying through it. It's John 8. But Jesus went down to the Mount of Olives. At dawn he appeared again in the temple courts where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. What do you say?" They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "If any one of you is without sin, let him be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard him began to go away one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin." And that spoke to me about the way Jesus is with people and the way he'd like us to be with people too. Although this woman was caught in sin, there was something worse that Jesus was confronted with, and that was the way the Pharisees were trying to get him to judge that woman and to condemn her. The way he is with people, he sees we're in sin, he knows that everybody has something wrong, some problem or other. But he reaches down to us, he sees beyond that, he sees what he could do with our lives when they're given to him. And the way he said to that woman, "I don't condemn you, but leave your life of sin," is a perfect way in which to show what he's like with people. He doesn't want us to carry on in our sin, but he doesn't condemn us for it. He gives us the chance to change. As he said to the woman, "Go and leave your life of sin," that's what he says to each person. He says, "Look, I can forgive you for all that you've done, but you do have to change. You can't carry on that way." And that's the Jesus I know. That's the Jesus that saved me 10 years ago. When he loved me as I was, but he loved me too much to let me stay that way. And I just thank him for all that he has done. Because no matter how small a problem may be to you, if it's important enough to pray about, it's important enough for him to take seriously and to listen to and to answer. He's the best friend you could ever have.